Hello, human-shaped friends. This will be, in theory at least, the last blue fire study oil painting. That is not a clean mouthful, is it? But no, it's at least the last one that I have planned. The results of this one I actually really like. I think that it's my favorite, which is good. After 6 studies, you want your six to be like, mwah, the one. And it is, which is swell. Sorry about the weird, nervous energy. I have been having plumbing problems in my teeny tiny apartment. And if you've ever had a teeny tiny apartment before with plumbing problems, you know it's a big problem. With my current living situation and the current state of the housing market right now, rental market, I've been having for 2 days. For 2 days now, I've been having these plumbing problems, and technically, it is, I think, illegal to not have a functional toilet in this state. I think. I don't actually know. I could be very wrong, but I've had plumbing problems before. Not here, at a different place that I lived. At this point, it was like 6 years ago, but oh, that did damage to my psyche. For months, and months and months, we kept having to call maintenance because my kitchen sink would fill up with black sludge, and we didn't know why. And they kept saying that they fixed it. They kept putting band-aids on it, and then one day I got home, and the sink was overflowing. It was all over the kitchen, and it was reaching the carpet. And at the time, Pippin, my little black void, was just a tiny kitten. So I swept him up, and I basically just like gentle tossed. I didn't chuck him, but I did need to lock him in the bedroom because I didn't know what the black sludge was. And if it would be dangerous or hazardous to him in any way, I needed to make sure that he would be safe. And so we called them again in a panic, like, hey, you know that kind of small problem? Well, it's now a huge problem, and it will not stop coming up. And so for the next, 4 hours, these guys are running in and out of the apartment with buckets of this black sludge that eventually just kind of became brown water. And we were told that the pipes under the kitchen had ruptured. That's what the problem was. So they were going to have to rip out the kitchen floor in order to fix it. So they were going to cancel our lease. And they did. They gave us 3 days to pack everything up and go. Luckily, I had a relationship with some of the front desk ladies, and they made some calls for me, and they found an apartment under the same umbrella, so they were able to waive all of the charges and all of the waiting that normally takes place. And they found us a couple of places that were available immediately. So we found out, oh, we've got 3 days, and then we saw 4 apartments, and we picked the least inconvenient of them because I don't have a car, I don't drive, and we moved. My sibling came and helped pack up a bit, just because, they knew that it was a tight turnaround, and it was, unfortunately. And they apologized for this many times. They were in charge of the kitchen, and they left behind all of my utensils. All of them. So they actually wound up buying me new ones, which was very sweet. And then we were there, and it wasn't great. It was in a horrible neighborhood, but, at least it didn't have plumbing problems. And now here I am, having severe plumbing problems again, being taken back to that place where I was uprooted, where I was displaced, which brings me back to all the times as a kid when I was uprooted and displaced, and it's just been a really hard few days. But look at how pretty this fire is. Look at the The difference of lighting on that purple that makes it look almost illuminated. I did that. I made that. Hopefully these problems won't be a big problem, but I don't know. I hate not knowing. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of my story time and if you want more.